Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Chapter 3, Day 5 of the Crabs project. Here we go. Today we're going to add a lobster. Alright, add a new class to your scenario. The class should be a subclass of animal class called lobster. It is a class, so use a capital L. Making a new class called lobster. Alright, so at this point you just made the new thing. What do you expect that the lobster will do as is? Answer that on paper and then go on to the next slide. Alright, copy the complete act method from the crab class into the lobster class, and also copy the look for worms method, the turn at edge, and the random turn. So you're going to copy these methods from the crab into the lobster, and then you're going to change the code so that instead of the lobster looking for worms, it's going to look for crabs. So the lobster is going to eat crabs and not worms. Okay, and so basically what you can do is change whenever you see the name worm, you change it to crab. Alright, and now place a crab with 3 lobsters and many worms into the world. Run the scenario. Does the crab manage to eat all the worms before it is caught by a lobster? See what it can do. Okay, so at this point, here's what I want you to do once you have it working. So let's take a look and see what this thing does first. Okay, so here's what you should have. You should have something like this. Okay, and when you run it, the crabs move randomly. The crabs eat worms. Okay. When the lobsters hit a crab, the lobsters eat the crabs. Okay, and when they hit the edge, they turn. Okay, so you should have something that runs like this. Okay. Okay. The next thing you should also have. Check this out. So if we look inside. Let's look inside the crab method. Okay, when you look inside the crab method, notice a couple things. We have comments. Okay, see these beautiful comments before here. Here's the comments for the entire class. Here's the comments for the act method. Okay, you have this. Look at this act method, by the way. Beautiful threaded coding. Here's every time we have a new method, you have comments. So this is what your code should look like. Okay, and also I'm going to expect the same thing for the lobster. When I look at the lobster, I'm going to see beautiful comments. I'm going to see a threaded act method. Okay, so that's the expectations. All right, but when you have this, okay, let's go on. Let me show you what I want you to do next. Save a copy of your crab world as crab world with lobsters. Okay, this is an assignment, and I want it as is. I want no changes. I want it working just like I showed you. Okay, and I want you to save it. So if you're going to save a copy, you're going to go something like this: scenario, save a copy as, and make sure you save it as something that you'll remember. Hopefully this will actually do it. Okay, so you're going to save it into your Chapter 3 folder, and you're going to save it as something like, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Crabs with worms, and those should be capital letters. Anyway, so you're going to save a copy as that. Okay. I'm going to make sure I'm saving it in the right place. I'm going to go to the one with my name on it, programming, Chapter 3, I'm going to save it there. Okay, and then you're going to also save, do it, okay, so then you're also going to save another copy of your crab world as crabs with keyboard control. This is the one we're going to start working on tomorrow. So you're going to have 2 versions of the same thing, and I'm going to give you points for each one. So we're going to go scenario, save a copy as, and we're going to type in crabs with keyboard control, and we're going to make sure we save it in the right spot. Okay, you're going to go to my computer. I'm going to go to my documents. Go to the one with your name on it, programming, Chapter 3, and you're crabs with keyboard control. We're going to save it. Okay, so those, make sure you have done that. You have 2 different versions now, one that we're going to finish up today and one for tomorrow. Alright, so day 5, here's what you should have so far, everything we talked about. Okay, and by the way, the quiz is going to be not a regular question quiz, but I'm just going to ask you to show me Did you finish the crabs? Did you finish it? Okay? So that's the expectation for today.